This video is a book talk about this resource book for teachers, and it's called Phonemic Awareness in Young Children. And the primary authors are Marilyn Jager Adams, Barbara Foreman, Ingvar Lundberg, and Terry Beeler. And it's based on extensive research and what works for teaching young children about awareness of sounds. And this book is great because it focuses on how to teach young children about phonemes and sounds and rhymes and syllables, all in a game-like way. And it gives you the lesson plans right in the book. So up front there's some information about why children need to be aware of sounds in words and how it helps them become better readers, how it builds those prerequisite skills, but there's not a lot of that. It jumps right into lessons and it's sequenced. So it starts out with kind of an overview and then it goes into listening, which is the most basic skill of phonemic awareness, and you do some listening and then you can move into rhyming. And in the back, in one of the appendices, it has a number of children's books that focus on rhyming. So there's a huge bibliography. A lot of them are books you know, and some are probably ones that you don't know, and there's probably tons that have come out since this book was published. After rhyming, it has syllables, and after syllables there's a focus on phonemes. It tells you what to say and do, and it gives you word lists. So what I like are the word lists, so you don't have to think them up on your own, and they're specially targeted for the lesson that you're focusing on. So I recommend using these lessons as they are in the book. I wouldn't change much about them. They're short. Each lesson is just several minutes long. They're fun. And something else in the back in the appendix is a suggested schedule. So there's one for kindergarten, and here's one for first grade. And it goes through a number of days, day 1, day 2, etc. And there's about 2 to 3 activities to do each day. So you shouldn't spend a whole lot of time on it. This only has 15 days for first grade. So you're just building a solid foundation in phonemic awareness. And finally, the last thing I want to show is it has a tracking chart. So you can be systematic about your teaching. You don't just randomly teach these activities. You really want to sequence them correctly, and you want to track what you're doing. It's really important in teaching to track and monitor what the teacher is doing with the students and how the students are responding. You also can do assessments with students to get a good starting place for your small groups or individual students, etc. It gives a lot of good tips in here too. I think this book is well worth buying for teachers of young children or struggling readers.